Hey, David Bridge Jr. here, Virtual Communications. Wanted to cover the top 5 reasons to not get a hosted phone system. There's a lot of good talk and good reasons to get one. I covered those in another video, but today I want to talk to you about top 5 reasons to not subscribe to a hosted phone system, a Cloud PBX. And one of them is, the first reason I want to talk to you about is your internet connection is poor. You don't have a good solid internet connection, whether you're using, I don't know, maybe DSL, or your cable connection isn't quite good. If you've got a fiber connection, you're all set. I mean, it's going to provide you some good, solid, stable internet. But one of the things that you can do is go to, do a Google search for VoIP test, or go to speedtest.net. And if you've got a lot of jitter, packet loss, latency in your connection, and those parameters just aren't good, and you can, in a VoIP test, you'll be able to see it's just going to be instantaneous. Though you might want to run it a few times throughout the day, but if it's just not that good, you're going to have a hard time, because since every call goes out over your internet connection into the cloud and is processed in the cloud. Even an intercom, a station-to-station call, is going to go out over the cloud and come back. So it's going to affect every single call that you make. If it's poor, you're going to have poor call quality. And the next one is your LAN stinks. If your LAN isn't up to snuff, if you've got some just issues, I'll just say, or if you're playing a lot of videos or Netflixing it, or Pandora, listening to Pandora music, that kind of stuff, it's going to bog down your connection. And so if your LAN is just not good, if you don't have good equipment, you've got some stuff in there that's throwing things off, like firewalls and that kind of thing, that it's one of the things you just want to check. You can maybe do a test ahead of time, like in addition to the VoIP test, there are also some other devices that you can put into your LAN to monitor the call quality, to see how that goes. Voice edge routers and that kind of thing. So if your LAN stinks, don't even think about it. One of the other reasons, the number 3 reason, is the call quality, which I talked about with the jitter, packet loss, the latency, but also the processing. The call quality and the processing, they're not like they are with the TDM calls, where you just hit a button and it just, you're experiencing the audio feedback right away. Whereas just even checking a voicemail sometimes on hosted PBX is going to take a little while. You press some digits, you wait for the call to go out to the cloud, come back, you enter more digits, go out, come back. It just sometimes takes a little while, where it's not instant feedback, where you're getting with a premise-based system, you're only going on site and not experiencing all of that traffic back and forth. So the call processing is a little slow. But in addition to that, sometimes again, with even with good connections, with everything in the cloud, you're going to experience some calls with the quality like I would describe as a cell phone. It's just going to be a little sketchy. It's not going to be 100%. There's statistics, they're getting better, but you can expect just some calls where you're just going to be frustrated and say, listen, I'm going to call you back, and just redo the call. So the call quality and the processing, it's slow, and sometimes it's a little sketchy. You're going to have an ongoing cost. With hosted PBX, it's a service. So it's not like you've got just the phone service, you're also building in the cost of that. I mean, you have that built in there, basically all the calling is included, but the phone cost is a lot of times just built into that, so it's ongoing, and it's typically a little bit more than just a regular phone line. So that cost is going to be ongoing as long as you subscribe to it, unless you go back to a premise-based phone system. You're going to just keep going that on and on and on. And if you're in Star Trek land and you still have a flip phone, if you've got a flip phone, man, a hosted PBX isn't for you. You're just one of those guys. A phone is a phone is a phone. You know what I mean? You're just not up to date with all of the technology and that doesn't really float your boat. If you're that type of business owner, a hosted PBX definitely is not for you. So that's cool. It's all not, it's not for everybody. So, but I'm David Bridge. Leave your comments. Virtual Communications. Give us a call if you've got any more questions. Click on the links below. Give us some feedback, and look forward to talking to you in the next video.